How you doing? I'm gonna tell you how to talk to the internet to get what you want. This is what I wanted, an M16. And when I was in the market for M16, the internet told me that they don't make the M16s anymore. So what the internet told me, it told me that the AR-15 is now the M16. I never liked the AR-15, but that's a whole nother story. The story was, it was something about the AR-15 I really didn't like. I didn't look at it as a weapon. It kind of like was a toy to me, kind of like, I didn't know anything about it, nothing at all. It just by the looks of it, I didn't like it. But when I was in the market for an M16, the internet told me that, and this is how the internet talks to you. A lot of people are going to agree with this. When you're searching for something, the internet will tell you where to get it, how to get it, when to get it, and why to get it. It'll tell you that. When, what, why, and how. Like I said, I don't like AR-15s, and now I know why these guns fail a lot, and people make a lot of excuses for AR-15s, and I don't understand. And I'm like, are they like blind? The AR-15 is a horrible weapon. No way, man. No way in the world. Just like automatic handguns, like you got the 9mm. All that stuff was horrible. Them automatic weapons, I'm not getting on them, but I just can't understand why people make excuses for when they fail. I don't like anything that fail. But if it was me, if I was to choose between this and an AK, this would be a nice long distance rifle. An AK would be a perfect short distance rifle. That's the only difference in both of these between the AK and the M16. People trying to figure that out, but ain't no comparison. You know, it was Eugene Stoner and Kalashnikov sitting down together, and in one of the comments I seen Kalashnikov talking in Russian, got a translator making his words to English. Eugene Stoner talking in English, and there's a translator translating it to a Russian. And I was like, man, the look on Kalashnikov's face when they asked Kalashnikov, do you have any questions about the AR-15, M16s? And the look on Kalashnikov's face said, 47-16, high power offense. Now let's shake hands and go get a shot of vodka. And that's the truth. Because anybody know that Kalashnikov is not going to fail. But that M16, now I know why I didn't like M16s, but the only reason why I got it is because I wanted a M16, but I don't like the AR-15s. The first slap in the face that the internet told me, knowing that I didn't like AR-15s, the slap in the face that the internet told me that the M16 is now the AR-15. And I was like, you gotta be joking. It can't be. So I came to a crossroads, and the crossroad was either purchase a AR-15 to take the place of the M16. And I was like, hell no, I'm never going to do that. So then I started searching again, searching and searching and searching, trying to blot out my mind that the internet was wrong. The M16 can't be the AR-15. So then the internet told me, well, listen, if you want an M16, we can get you an M16, but the M16 is going to be used. And I was like, no, I don't want nothing used. I never buy anything used. It has to be brand new. So then the internet told me, if you want it brand new, it was tricking me. He said, if you want a brand new M16, you have to spend about $2,000 on up. And I was like, okay, that'll work. That's fine. I could do that. So as I started saving, I kept searching. Searching means talking to the internet. When you searching, that means you're talking. So then the internet was telling me, okay, you want a new M16. Yeah, I never liked the AR-15. The reason why, to me, the AR-15 kind of looked like if you ever go to a game store, game room, or game place, and you always see this little gun game, like shooting a deer, or, shooting, like playing with some weapons on a video game. You put $1 in, I guess it was $1.50. You just put that in the machine and you get to look through the rifle, and when the deer come up, you can shoot the deer. You can shoot the bad guy or the ghost or the monster. That's how an AR-15 kind of remind me of being. So I wasn't really never into the AR-15s. But when I was in the market of buying an M16, show you how the internet can talk to you. And this is how the internet talk to you, because it could get you whatever you want, when you want it, how you want it, where you want it, and it'll even let you know why you want it. And when I was in the market searching on the internet for an M16, I come across an ad that says the M16 is the AR-15. And when I read that, that was like a slap in the face to me, because I knew definitely I did not want a AR-15. So I was like, well, to myself, what are you going to do? So I steady was believing that it wasn't true. I steady saying to myself, the M16 cannot be an AR-15. So I'm steady pounding that into me. So I'm steady searching and searching and searching. Then the internet told me one day, it says, okay, man, you don't want to listen to nothing I'm telling you. Okay, listen to this. There's no more M16s. So I was like, wow, so I can't buy an M16. So then I'm steady searching and steady searching. The internet steady telling me, look, man, okay, I'll give you another example. If you want an M16, here's what you're going to have to do. I can get you an M16, but the M16 is going to be used. I was like, man, I don't want a used gun. But I had really no choice. So I'm steady searching. You're talking to the internet. When you're searching, that means you're talking. So I'm steady talking to the internet, search mode. Then it says, okay, I'll give you a few places you can get you an M16. And like I said, it gave me one place that I said I didn't really like dealing with. That was the green and yellow website that sell guns, buy guns, you get buy ammo. So I was looking on the website, and most of those weapons was real overpriced. I was seeing them like, all of them was used, wasn't nothing brand new, nothing about them. $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. And then it was bidding. You had to bid on it. I was like, man, nowhere in the world. I'm not that desperate. Nowhere in the world I'm going to stoop that low to get something, make somebody else rich. That's how I felt about it. So I'm like, if anybody going to eat steaks, it's going to be me. It's not going to be just some random guy I just give my money to, like you're going to a bad mechanic and they charge you $6,000 for a $50 job. I wasn't about to do that. So then I'm steady talking to the internet. Steady talking to the internet. So the internet said, okay, man, listen, I got one last thing you could do. There's nothing else after this. Because most of the places that were selling them brand new, they were showing the photo, but it was at the bottom of the photo, not available, not available, not available, not available. $900, that was the cheapest you can get it for, but it wasn't available. So the internet told me, okay, man, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to give you a few places you could go. You're going to have to buy all of your parts, and you're going to have to build it yourself. I was like, internet, I'm talking to the internet. Internet, are you crazy? And instead it was telling me you could do it. You could do it. I'll guide you through it. You could build your own M16. So I was like, okay, I kind of trust you. Let's try it. So the internet, I'm searching on the internet, and it was steady telling me this is going to be a long process. It's not going to be overnight. You're not going to be able to build and buy overnight. So I knew that. I was like, okay, why not? That was my question to it. Why not? So most of the places that the internet was sending me to, they sold all of the parts, but the parts wasn't in stock. Some of the parts was hard to find. Some of the parts they didn't even make anymore. So the internet, I had faith in it. I said, it's going to help me. And the funny thing about it was, I was so happy and was on track. I didn't even buy my first part, and I was already out buying ammo for the weapon. I was buying 223, 5.56 ammo, and the only kind of ammo they had was green tip, and I'll get into the story about the green tip ammo once the weapon got made. So that was the only kind of ammo I could get, was the green tip ammo. I'm not going to say the name of the ammo, but that was the only thing available. So I'm buying ammo for the gun. I didn't even have the gun. So imagine buying ammo for a weapon when you couldn't buy ammo. Wasn't no ammo on the shelves at the time. And everybody know when that was. So I'm standing in line waiting to buy ammo for a weapon I didn't even have. Now tell me, you can imagine how I felt. I felt like the stupidest person in the world. You standing in line waiting to go into a store buying ammo for a weapon you don't even have. so what I did, some of the sites started popping up parts. I was buying part here. Every single part on this weapon, I put on it. Every single part. Wasn't nothing a full put together upper or full put together lower. Everything on this weapon I put on here. It was a single part. Every part that you see, that you're looking at, I put it together. At one while, you couldn't buy a lower. You could not buy a lower nowhere. The only place you could buy a lower was on the green and yellow website. And that's where I got ripped off at. Couldn't buy an upper. The barrel was the hardest thing to find. The 20-inch barrel was the hardest. I think the barrel was the last addition to this find. I almost got ripped off on the barrel because there was a person selling the barrel for twice the price. So the internet was telling me, we started talking, the internet telling me, okay, man, this part is available. Do you want it or do you want to wait? That's what it was telling me. The price is expensive because the internet was showing me what the price was supposed to be and what the price was and is at that time. So it was telling me, okay, this barrel is $100. This guy's selling a barrel for $300. What do you want to do? You want to wait or you want to buy it now? If you buy it now, you could build your gun overnight. So I was like, I wasn't sure what to do. So I said, might as well wait. So I waited. It took me 6 months to build this weapon. 6 months. And the parts was coming in so fast on some of the parts, I was buying 2 and 3 parts. So I wound up building 3 weapons. But I got beat on my first lower. I got beat on my first buttstock. I don't have that weapon anymore. I got rid of it. My first buttstock, my first hand grip, I got beat. The lower, I got beat. And the boat carrier, I got beat. Those are the 3 parts I got beat on from the green and yellow website. I deleted that account and never used it again. But I built 3 of them. Got rid of 2, kept 1. And then my next step was to give the weapon a name. The name of the weapon, it was 2 ways I was going to be able to name it. I already knew a name I wanted, is because my dad was in Vietnam, but he didn't fight on the ground in the war. His name was JJ, so I knew I couldn't really name the weapon after him because he didn't fight in the war. And back in that war, they used in the Vietnam was the A1s. So I have the A2 is because after the research, the A2s was a little upgrade than the A1s. So I figured, get the A2 because I know how I am. If I would have got the A1, I would have wanted the A2. So I went with the A2. And my stepdad was in the Vietnam War. He was in the Army. So he fought in the war on the ground. So I wind up naming the gun after my stepdad. My stepdad was in the war and he stepped on a landmine. And when he stepped on the landmine, he messed his leg up. Still had his leg, but it was ruined. And when he walked with a limp. And all of his friends called him Crip. So I nicknamed my gun Crip after my stepdad Crip. So that's how this gun became the name Crip. And I wasn't going to give it a name until I took it to the range to kind of get the feel of it, to see what it do. But when I took it to the range, the gun sound like, to me, probably everyone else probably agreed with it too. It sound like on a nice, clear, sunny day when lightning strike out of nowhere. That's what these weapons sound like, just like a lightning strike, you know. That's what it sounded like to me. So I was hovering around the name, something start with lightning, but I was like, nah, just stay with Crip. So I stayed with Crip and just kept the name for this M16 Crip. But yeah, that's the story, and that's how the internet talk to you. The internet will get you and give you whatever you want, whatever you need. It'll tell you where to get it, how to get it, where to get it, when to get it, and why to get it. So that's how the internet talks to you, and the internet is kind of like your best friend. And sometimes you can get ripped off, but it's not the internet fault. But yeah, that's how the internet talked to me, and the internet has always helped me out. If people know if they want a boat, a car, a home, anything, the internet help you and talk to you. That's what I call the internet talking to you and help you get it, tell you where to get it, how to get it, when to get it, why to get it, and it tell you everything you need to know. But without the internet, things can be done, but not how the internet fine-tune things, of getting things exactly what you want, how you want it, when you want it, and where you want it. That's pretty horrible without the rest. I'm gonna put the rest on next. That was 40 rounds through that one target. I'm going to tell you how to talk to the internet to get what you want. This is what I wanted, an M16. And when I was in the market for M16, the internet told me that they don't make the M16s anymore. So what the internet told me, it told me that the AR-15 is now the M16. So the internet started talking to me and talking to me and talking to me and talking to me. And it told me one day, it said, listen, you could build a M16 if you want an M16. I was like, build it, man. What are you talking about? And it was like, I could help you build it. I'll show you how to build it and connect you with a lot of people that build them. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty good at putting things together. I always, do things and put things together. And the internet knew that of me. See, this man put things together. He could take a whole car apart and put it back together. So it knew that's what I do. Anything, a motorbike, a car, whatever. So the internet was sending me to different locations where I can get all the parts at. So here's the part that I came dead stuck with. Most of the parts was hard to find, impossible to find. Like the upper was hard to find. And at this time, this was around the time when the elections was going on. You couldn't find a ammo, bullets anywhere, nowhere. So a lot of the lower parts was hard to find. All of the parts was hard to find. Give you an example how bad I wanted this build. I was buying ammo for the gun and I didn't even have the gun. Didn't have none of the parts. So most of the parts the internet was telling me, listen, go here, go here. And when I was going to these places that the internet was sending me to, most of the parts was out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. Then it was some places that say back order, back order, back order, back order. So it was giving you opportunity to buy the parts and put them on back order. So that's what I was doing. Most of the parts I was having on back order. Most of them were on back order. And then what I started doing, empty mag. I just want to prop it up. Have my little prop. So what I started doing was putting most of the parts on back order. And to tell you how long it took to complete the order, when I started the project, it took me 5 months to complete one order. The upper was hard to find, but I found it. It was on back order, so I could order it. And whenever the part came in, I had it come in. The lower was impossible to find. You couldn't find a lower nowhere. They were like gone. And the barrel, the 20-inch barrel, that was totally impossible. It was a place selling them, but it was like double the price. And the internet was telling me, listen, the internet was getting tired of me. The internet told me, listen, man, It's up to you. Either you can buy the part now, or buy a lot of these parts. They're expensive, double and triple the price. You can buy these parts now, or you can wait. You can wait till these parts are available. So me, I wasn't in a rush. So I was like, I can wait. And I waited. And it was so nuts. I wound up building three M16s. The first one, I got beat. You know, I'm not going to say the website, but everybody know the website. You can go and buy weapons and guns and ammo. I'll just tell you the color of the website is green and yellow. I got beat on that site with the boat carrier group and the lure and the buttstock. The buttstock came with the grip. I got beat. Had an account, and I wound up after that, I got beat. I don't like being beat, so I canceled the account. But I wind up getting rid of that first weapon build because it cost me just like $100 more. It wasn't bad, but I was like, nowhere in the world, you know, this is a good site. Everybody here is just making money. They were like beating everyone. Like all the ammo, when all the ammo was off the shelf, all the ammo, what I found out, was going to this website. And everybody on the website was selling the ammo. Double and triple the price. That's why I didn't like that website. And when I found that out, I canceled that website. And I never, ever deal with them again. But I'm not going to say the website, but everybody know it's a green and yellow website. But this weapon was built from nothing, but every part on this weapon is completely done. The buttstock, the upper, the sight mount, everything. Know a lot of name of these parts. The buttstock is cool. I like this buttstock. What this buttstock have a little compartment in it. If I can open it up, let's see if I can open it up. Yeah, the buttstock it opens up in the back. If I could get you to look in here. It has a little storage. And what I keep in my storage is my cleaning supply. If I can get it out. All right. This here is my cleaning supply. I'm not going to take everything out, but it fits in the back of the buttstock. And it have everything you need in here to clean it. Let's see, I could take it out. Hate to, because I got everything fitted in here. I know I'm going to hate doing this. But it have the rods. I had everything stacked up in here so nice and neat, and anyone know that when you stack everything up, it's hard to take it out. I got a rod, my little brushes to clean everything in the barrel. This is a chamber brush. It's nylon and brass. The other brush was all brass. And I also have, this is the little cleaner that connects to the rods. It all helps out. just connect this screws on with the little tab. You get it. It's a cleaning rod, and then you could hook all of your little stuff up to it. Then I have the little toothbrush, both ends of the toothbrush. I'm gonna have a hard time putting this stuff back in, but just wanted to show everyone. And this is little cleaning little things for any what I usually clean with it. Shit, I don't even remember. It can clean out the gas tube if you wanted to. Oh, it's good for cleaning out the boat carrier group. That's what I do. Use all of these to clean the boat carrier group. But I'm gonna have a hard time putting this stuff back in because I'm the one that took it out. But yeah, this is all the things you need to clean this weapon. I like this little brush. This is for the upper. Cleans around the gas tube, the upper chamber. But this is the case that it goes in. Little fits in the back of the buttstock, the little storage compartment. But this gun was put together. Every single part you see on this gun, it was put together by me. So every part was greased. Everything. I bought all the tools to put it together. I even have I put together the little front sight post, the little strap holder. No, that's not what you call it, but the swivel. That's what they call it. The swivel. The front post had the little sight post. I put all of that in there. Everything. The spring. The little thing that holds the front sight in and all of that stuff, man. I put on the front sight on this barrel. This is a 20-inch barrel. NATO government barrel, 5.56 with the flash hider and the little ring that goes on the front of the barrel. The washer, that's what it is. I'm not going to take it apart like all of the hand grip off and all that stuff because, let's see, I might. Yeah, I was going to take off the hand grip, but I'm like, man, I'm not going to do all of that stuff. Taking this thing off and putting it all back together. I mean, it come off. All it do is just showing the gas tube, but that stuff, man, you don't need to do all of that. If I say I put it together, I put it together. I ain't gonna tell you no lie and tell you that I did and I didn't. But yeah, everything, man, I could open it up and all that kind of stuff. But let's see. Open it up and show you the inside up under the hood, whatever they call it. Just flip it over. And disconnect it like that. And it comes apart. Yeah, everything was pretty, interesting putting together, adding the trigger. All of the bolt catch group, the safety, adding that on, adding your little spring what they call it, man, the spring and the, yeah, but listen to me what I'm telling you. Everything in this weapon, I see a lot of people putting together weapons or taking them apart to clean them, and they clean everything. They don't grease everything, man. Lubricate. You have to lubricate and grease everything. Every single part, moving part on all my weapons are greased and lubricated. Takedown pins, the bolt catch, the safety level, all of the pins that goes into the triggers, the trigger springs, everything, man. Even the screws up under my grips, all of that is greased. Everything been taken apart completely. You know, you must do that. My boat carrier group is completely taken apart, completely, not half done. You know, when I take it apart completely, I clean everything and re-lubricate it myself, use my own ingredients. Like on my last video, I was saying that my gloves kind of smelling like gun cleaner. But the gun cleaner was the hops number 9. That's what it was. I had to check my little whatever you call this thing, man, the little jar or jug or whatever. I had to check it to make sure it wasn't open or leaking or had any holes in it, because my gloves are smelling like this. It's hops number 9. This is the best stuff, man. I'm telling you, to get all of the carbon out of your weapons. This is the best, believe it or not. Hops number 9 do the best job ever. But somehow my gloves are smelling like hops number 9.
It's Night Force.
Like it's Night Force.
It's Night Force.
Dude, so when I turn it up, when I'm about to put my hand in front of the objective,
It's still there.
I see the CQB with the dot. All your left windage and elevation holds on the left are showing double.
Yeah.
And then over here on the right is another CQB.
Yeah. And I just wasted $20 on the month trying to figure it out. Thank God I really tried to turn on the just to see as a joke. And it really was messed up.